Mr. McGovern, thank you for being with us. You served, I believe, in the CIA for 27 years. How do you feel about what has been revealed in this report?
Yes, 27 years, and before that as an officer in Army intelligence, so I feel very close to these interrogation matters. The report is not a surprise. It is a reassurance that the Senate can actually investigate these matters. It is disgrace, of course, what they have uncovered. Hopefully it will, as Senator Feinstein says, be an assurance that this will not happen again. I find it appalling. I found the comment that I just heard saying that torture is always wrong. When I learned moral theology and ethics, torture was in the same moral category as slavery or rape, always wrong. And if that's not enough, now we know that it's not effective either.
Are you saying that what went on was very different from prior to 9/11 in terms of CIA operations?
Well, you know, the adage is after 9/11, everything changed. And that is quite true here. George Bush found a willing accomplice in George Tenet, head of the CIA, and the rest of the story is laid out for the world to see today.
Because there have been comments from other veterans saying, well, this was in the interest of national security and we did such things under the Clinton and other administrations.
The assumption there is that torture is effective. The head of Army intelligence, on the very day that George Bush bragged about the success of these enhanced interrogation techniques, the date was September 6, 2006, Lieutenant General John Kimmons, before the Pentagon, said, "No reliable information has ever come from harsh interrogation techniques. History has shown that, and the empirical evidence of the last 5 years, hard years, also shows that," period, end quote. 2006 minus 5 is 2001. The first person the United States government tortured was an American citizen named John Walker Lind, who was captured in Afghanistan. It's really, you know, for an intelligence professional to see that our moral bearings were completely lost at this nervous breakdown that we had on 9/12. It's very sad.
Is there a risk, though, that this report, as some Republicans are saying, will undermine the CIA and indeed America's ability to operate in its own security interests abroad?
Well, we Americans say garbage. I understand you British say rubbish. It's complete rubbish. It's as though Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State didn't know before that this had gone on. We know, for example, that when the jihadists came into Iraq in the mid-2008, 2009, those folks primarily were motivated by the photos that they saw at Abu Ghraib and what they had learned about enhanced interrogation techniques. So, you know, if you want to keep a war going, if you want to have a very long line of recruiting for jihadists, torture is the unmistakably best way to do that.